and welcome to the first episode of 2025 of Free Mind Thinkers. I am your man, Big Brother Tucker. You know me best as your parents' favorite child and your friend's favorite sibling. And of course, right along with me, I have the one and only Frosty.
The one and only.
Frosty, I see to start the year off. You're not a Russian sympathizer. Congratulations.
Yes, yes. New year, new me.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Do you people understand what I have to go through on a daily basis? I hope you people understand what I deal with on a daily basis. Well, the original content for this episode was to be something a lot more light, a lot more fun and cynical, making fun of the politics and society today. But we woke up to 2025. New Orleans, a party town unto itself. We all know about Mardi Gras. We know about the French Quarter. After midnight, a madman decided to ring in 2025 by running down and killing 15 people and hurting dozens more.
Terrible.
That is the news that America woke up to. I am going to share the page with you about the latest updates to this horrible tragedy. So, as you can see, live coverage updated 43 minutes ago. 15 dead in New Orleans attack. FBI believes driver wasn't solely responsible. The horrifying, the horrifying thing about this is it. It's the way it went down. It's this is painful on a lot of different levels. The most obvious being 15 people are no longer here. 15 people went down to Bourbon Street in the French Quarter of New Orleans celebrating the beginning of 2025. And while they were celebrating the beginning of 2025, 15 people didn't even live to see it end. That is a very painful and sobering thing to think about. The news article continues here and it talks about what we know. At least 15 people were killed and 30 were injured in New Orleans when a person intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street during the New Year celebration. The driver was identified as, I cannot even attempt to say that first name, but I can do,
Some Hassoud then Jabbar?
I can
Some
do Din Jabbar. That I got. But Shamsud, I guess, how about we just call him Killer Asshole? So
Yeah.
the driver was identified as Killer Asshole. A United States, oh, he was a U.S. born, a U.S. citizen born in Texas. Oh, good Lord. Long time subscribers know how much pride and how much I brag on my state. This is one of those moments where I cannot brag on my state. This is embarrassing. I know nobody can be held for all the citizens of his state, but still,
Mhm.
I mean, you'll be known as that guy from Texas who killed 15 people. Damn. He had an ISIS flag on the back of his truck, of course. You know how much crazier and how much more terroristic redneck that makes Texas look? Of course, it was a pickup truck. Of course, there was a flag on the back of the pickup truck. The FBI said, and here's the part that deeply concerns me. FBI said it does not, I repeat, does not believe Jabbar was solely responsible for the attack and asked the public for assistance. That terrifies me because that lets me that puts me in the mind of, so there is at least another, possibly multiple people out there ready to do damage, take lives for some cause that they really don't understand. There are people who are ready to take the lives of innocents to serve some higher power. That frightens me. It is said it said it's investigating Jabbar's potential associations and affiliations with terroristic organizations. A potential improvised explosive device, normally referred to as an IED, was in the truck. and other potential IEDs were discovered in the French Quarter. This man, that's why they believe that he didn't do this alone. My logical conclusion to this would be they expected the crowd to run down those streets and set those IEDs off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they when you read other potential IEDs were discovered in the French Quarter, they were ready for those people to run off in a panic and blow them to hell. That is sincerely not the way you want to start a new year. There are so many positive things that you can look forward to in the new year. So many things we left behind in the old. And it genuinely disturbs me that this is where we have to start, Frosty.
Yeah, as I said, when I saw, actually, I didn't even know about it until like much later in the day. Um, and I looked at my phone. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh no. And then I just saw the headline. I didn't read the details. And then you mentioned to me earlier today, for the recording. I'm like, oh my God, it's just awful.
Reading more, you see, as I just updated the screen here, the brutality must stop, Melania Trump says after attack. One of the things I found interesting was a 49 minutes ago. Airbnb rental may be connected to a New Orleans attack. Louisiana Attorney General says law enforcement officials said they searched a Airbnb rental in New Orleans that may have been connected to the manufacture of IEDs tied to the attack. She's Attorney General Liz Muriel told NBC News. We know that these individuals had rented the house, were using it for that purpose. That's they went to a major part of town and looked to create mass casualty. This was 15 dead is a significant amount of people to kill at one time, and the 30 plus others that are reported injured. But they wanted so many more.
Oh, absolutely. This is also one of the reasons why I don't want to be in public places like that. Also, it's fine to go out, have a good time, but certain places, it's too many people. I'm not really a fan of because I feel as a security, as for my own safety, I can't help but think about things are going on around me. I can't help but notice, okay, in my ins and outs, where am I going? Where am I exit? Just in case if anything does go wrong, because I still remember these tragic stories that happened over the decades. I still remember the Lubies, where that
The Lubies was that was Texas's we need to change shit moment. I guess what I want to go with that is this. When you have people who politicize mass shootings and then want to scream gun laws, gun laws, gun laws, gun control, gun laws, gun control, gun laws. I've always said, and I use examples like the Boston Marathon bombing. If people want to cause mass casualties and mass deaths, they don't need a gun.
oh no, not at all.
I don't think that people understand those who drive. Every time you crank that son of a gun up, you are driving a 1,500-pound killing machine. Period. You are driving a 1,500-pound killing machine. It happened in Waukesha, and it happened here. Matter of fact, remember the incident, I think 2 years ago in Brownsville, where the dude in the pickup truck had drove into a bus stop full of immigrants.
Oh,
If people want mass casualties, it's going to happen. What I've always said, what you and I agreed upon is, instead of looking at the tools, let's get to the mindsets of these people. Because whether it's a gun or a vehicle or a bomb made out of a crock pot, if people have it in their mind to create chaos and cause a mass amount of deaths, they will do it. They will find a way. Think about it. Had this individual had a pistol, any kind of firearm, and did this kind of damage, you would have every politician from California to Kalamazoo screaming, we need better gun laws and gun control.
Mm-hmm.
Where are all the voices at on this? Where are all those voices? Where are all those people now screaming, we need to do something?
I believe this is what I know. This is kind of.
I wonder if Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich, two of the NBA's most annoying, I think I know it all, social justice assholes. Well, I wonder what they're gonna say about this, because what I've said for the longest, what you've agreed with me on with this for the longest, quit worrying about how it's done and focus on why it's done.
Mm-hmm.
What goes on in a person's head to make them see another human being as less than?
Yeah.
What goes on in a person's mind where you see another individual as expendable?
If you would like to hear the rest of that, feel free to join us on our Rumble channel, still under Free Mind Thinkers. There you will find the full and unedited version of this video. Remember, until next time, to stand up, stand out, and think differently. Holla.